Hi everybody, it's Dara, and I have been busy in my art studio finally getting a jewelry space, a watercolor space, an acrylic space. I'm organizing and it's so exciting to be have the time and space to do it and to set myself up for creativity, which today is Sun Day. Sundays are ruled by the sun, and it's about creativity and play and singing and dancing, and what better thing to do than play and listen to music in my studio. And all of a sudden I was hungry, and then all of a sudden I was like, oh, I gotta share what I'm doing. I almost shared it on Instagram, but I'm like, no, we're back here. I have two videos waiting to post. Me have to get to the iMovie, where there's a day where I spent 3 or 4 days of my life, I would say 4 in total, to get Vanny B, my Winnebago TRAVATO 59KL lifted. And she has better suspension and bigger tires, and I can go over things and not worry about the battery so much that hangs underneath the chassis. All this stuff is so good, but it was like a big ordeal, and I camped for 2 nights. And I have a video to show of it because it was like a thing. How I have that, and then I have a video I made yesterday, so I'm a little bit behind, but I thought I would go live and show you I'm hungry, and there are no excuses. You take a zucchini, you cut the end off. If you don't have a TRAVATO spiralizer, which is like insane. My friend Craig, remember Craig from Paris? He's the one who told me about this, and it was away in my cabinet, and all of a sudden I was like, oh, I'm gonna have zucchini noodles. And I could have these. If you don't have a TRAVATO, then you just use a peeler and you'll have fettuccine noodles. If you have a Borner V-slicer, that's great. Go to DARA'S faves on my website and you could see what I favor. You could also see the offerings that I have as far as where to be, what to do, and getting your life in the right direction for your soul's wish. I have all that. So I am going to spiralize this. At the very bare minimum, you guys, garlic powder, salt after you spiralize or peel or whatever you're gonna do with them, or chop them up with a knife finely, is you're going to just think, how can I mimic this to be like pasta? What would be like pasta? Olive oil, salt, and garlic powder, boom. If you wanted to feel a little more salady, then you add some citrus and that brightens it. Then you could chop up other vegetables with it and have like a primavera. You could put coconut yogurt and dill and garlic and salt, which is what I might do. That's what I got. So this thing's really easy. You just stick the thing in the thing, right? I think I should show you. I'm gonna take you over here. Look at that. Okay, that's how it goes. It goes in there, and then I'm gonna one-handed. I don't think that's gonna work. Let's put it down. Here we go. Close your ears. You guys have probably heard me say this. Hey, Doug. Hi, everybody. 1 zucchini per person if you're not that hungry. Figure if you're feeding people 2 zucchinis per person. This is good for a soup, chopped up in my soup, chopped up in a sauteing something. I do cook mushrooms, I do cook tofu, I do have rice on occasion. Lately I've been having rice with that beautiful soup. You guys told me the last video I made that soup, and it is so nourishing. My Josephina, who comes here to help me move energy and clean the house, her daughter came over and she doesn't like vegetables, and I was like, yeah, that's not okay. Like, you have to eat your vegetables. So I'm like, just try a little bit. If you don't like the soup, soup, veggies, then you can just have rice, that's fine. And she's like, I really like it. And her name's Juliana. And she was like, I actually really like it. Can I have more? And I was like, yes, of course we could have more vegetables in this house, always. So she was like, I need the recipe. I was like, I'm gonna make it on YouTube once, and when you come over, we can make it together. So here's my pasta bowl. It's just gonna go in here. I could mix the ingredients here and plate it pretty in here. When you mix it, it gets a little messy. I might mix it in here. Also, you might want to cut it. Look how long. Snip, snip. But it's kind of fun, isn't it? I probably cut it twice. I'll cut it like in a cross, like once this way, and I'm done. But come on, that's pretty fun. So, what else can I tell you guys? I actually would like to take a picture of that. That would be really fun. How do I do that? I have my other camera, which I need to start using, but I don't have Wi-Fi in this house. This guy, William, came. He's an EMF specialist, and he was like, you're taking in garbage without knowing it. Like, my computer hooked up to Wi-Fi. My speakers hooked up to Bluetooth, my devices, my iPads, my phone. And he's like, I recommend just going Ethernet. So I have one Ethernet cord, no Wi-Fi, that I plug my computer into when I feel like it. Most of the time, my devices are off, like set to airplane, definitely at night, because I don't want the EMFs. And I've noticed a difference in my mood and in my sleep. So that's off topic, but it's something to consider, that you guys can unplug your Wi-Fi at night, okay? I know you're probably leaving comments and I'm not seeing them. Why? Why? There, no? One person, not so many comments. So let's see if we can get a picture. I'm all jacked up on tonics. Like the most beautiful tonic with reishi and my old standards, reishi, chaga, shilajit, mucuna. I want to get a picture of this. I've been on such a big learning curve, and you can't shy away, because the more you do something, the more you're gonna know it. Whether it's your camera, your new van, learning how to make patterns with this woman, Bonnie Christine. She's amazing, really. Let's see if we can get this picture, because I think that's fun. I think that will inspire people. What do you think? Mode, photo, who knows? Let's try. Oh no, that didn't work. Okay, wait. Well, we're getting another video. Here we go. Here's the zucchini noodles. You can cut them, but you don't have to. All right, that was not a photo. I'm gonna learn the camera soon. I'm just grateful I can use iMovie, because that Premiere Pro was just to beat the band bad. You are such a beauty, so appealing to my spiritual senses. If that makes, oh, sorry. Using my big old finger, I'm trying to read. Spiritual senses, if that makes any sense. Ha, I just love you so. I love you too. You're an OG. Hey, Lisa Marie, we are in the house. We are in the kitchen. I've got avocado I could put with this, chopped tiny red pepper. You can cook, what if you do raw fusion? You could cook onions, garlic, mushrooms, and then mix it in with this. I ate the rest of my mushrooms. I need to go back to the store because I am like a mushroom fiend. Just add stuff, don't be afraid. So I'm gonna do the bear mini mom. Does anybody have any questions? I start you off with recipes. I don't feel like I need to show the whole thing. I want to give you ideas. Like, you get the idea. Use a spiruli spiraler. I don't know what you have, but just peel it. And then you're getting so much hydration. You're getting folate. The skin, I leave the skin on because the skin has folate. And what else? Vitamin C we need to add every day. You guys know that. I've said it 100 million times. Let's add salt, which will make the zucchini sweat. And what that means is that zucchini loses its moisture, which in culinary school we learned at Living Light, if you want it not watery, which I do, you leave it, you salt it, and then you put it on a sieve, or you squeeze it, and the moisture will come out, and you have less moist zucchini, and it's kind of like squeezed out, but I really don't mind the moisture at all. I like it. So let's put on some black pepper. I'll be just over there. I think we have decent light this way. is like a tzatziki. We're gonna make a tzatziki. Basically, that's a Greek yogurt without the dairy. I'm gonna use Coco June, which is just such a creamy, I like 2 coconut yogurts only. Coco June, and I also like Coconut Cult for different purposes. This is creamy and different. The other one is more tang, it has more probiotics, it's more like medicine. This is creamy. So we have dill, which I keep in a glass, which keeps it, this is already like a week old, but this is still good. Chop, chop, chop the dill, put some coconut yogurt in, put some garlic powder, which I have to refill. I buy mine in big bags, a big bag of garlic powder, because I just love garlic powder. I love fresh garlic, but I really like when it's cooked better, so I either cook it on the stove or use garlic powder, because raw garlic isn't my favorite for whatever reason. I'm gonna tear up the dill, so just tear up the dance floor. I've been working so hard. I need to show you the studio. You guys are gonna be blown away. I mean, it's just like gonna be heaven. And I stay up late. I stay up watercoloring. I really enjoy doing these squares, which I want to show you guys how to do. We're gonna have art tutorial because this is an exercise in art therapy. I was in a very sad, bad mood, and the pink wasn't there, and I was just painting with gray and black and some gold, and then all of a sudden the pink appeared, and I was like, oh, that's so heart healing. And by the time I was done, I was I felt so much better. So these are painting the squares. I like to do mandalas. I like to do art journaling, a picture of myself, and then let stuff happen. Whatever's happening in my life shows up. Let's do some more black pepper, and let's get a spoon for the situation. Well, we can use a fork because we're gonna, I have some painting tubs I need to clean out. I've been like on fire in the studio. You love it? You feel it? What are you feeling? We're also gonna need a knife. So I normally don't mix in this carafe. I just had the idea. Why not? This could come in Vanny B with me. I'm trying to keep her very, very, very tight and uncluttered. The painting, you're feeling it? Oh, you should see, like I have a whole wall of squares. I do them as just like a meditation, and I can show you guys how to do them. People have thanked me. I did a lesson once, and people do them with their moms, and they do them. It just can get you back into painting again. Here we go. You want to take a bite? Yes, you feel it, like you feel, it feels light, and they feel, I don't know, you tell me. That's so good. I could be lazy and eat right out of here. It needs more salt. I'm not really lazy. Most of the time, I make everything look very, very pretty. Once in a while, if you're in a creative project, to stop and make this is enough. I'll take a couple bites. I could put this in the fridge. Sheila, love, we met. Sheila's been to my Venice Beach house, which is 3 apartments. She was at the top. All 3 are now rentable, just so you know. So if you need a place to stay in Venice that has like the cleanest energy ever, fresh Mountain Valley water, spring water delivered, parachute linens, it's clean, it's lovely. We had a nice time there. We were like little sisters. I feel like I'm getting hot. Sunday I wear yellow. I'm heating up. Do you love this? You do? I'm so happy. I decided to turn you guys on instead of Instagram. It was like a go-to. I've been living on Instagram forever, and I really miss my YouTube. So here I am. What serendipity that was, right? Okay, so we've got gold on. We've got my little mushroom. We've got this stone I got that was hand drilled. Remember when I went to Utah? What was his name? David Halliday. And he found these stones. He hand smoothed them. What's the word? I forget. And then he hand drilled them. And it's so cool. I just love it. It's like heart healing. And I got turquoise and I don't know, just stuff going on. So I'm gonna go back to the studio. You're gonna see some videos tonight. because I'm gonna post them. That's my evening activity. I do like the day activities when it's the light of day. I open the garage door and I'm in the studio and I'm moving stuff. Polished, thank you. He had polished, and I make jewelry and I could not think of the word and didn't want to get stuck on it. But yes, he hand polished them. And he was a cool cat. You know what he said that I remember about him? He was like, you know, bearded and had like deer cloth on and like a cane and just a coolest looking cat. He was like associated with the survival school out in Boulder, Utah. And he looked at me and he said, "You're so something." And he probably said shiny or bright, or he said something really nice. And I went and I just said, "Thank you for noticing." And he said, "That is the best way to receive a compliment." Because when you receive a compliment from someone, when you receive something from their observation and their heart and their generosity, you are giving back to them. You're in allowing the cycle of life. Where somebody who's like, "Oh no," and they get uncomfortable, it's like that beautiful energy just goes, eh. So he was like, when I said, "Thank you for noticing," he said something about my energy. I don't know. I probably have it on video somewhere, but it was like, it's a reminder. Just say to someone, like, you know, someone says, "You look pretty today. Thank you for noticing. I tried." Or "Thank you." Like, that feels so good to hear. And it cycles it, and it makes the person feel really good about giving you the, it's the generosity of spirit, my dears. Like, there are ways far beyond gifting money and things. It's an energy. It's a smile. It's a compliment. And there's so much I want to share on all of the subjects, but I think that's it for now. And I'll come back because I'm back, and it's really good to be back. I have to say, I really love you guys, and I have missed YouTube, and I feel like I'm home. I feel like I'm home. So we're gonna get to painting. If you're sad, color it out. Just pick some colors. We're gonna get into that. I'm gonna do some of that, but just get some markers or some colored pencils or some watercolors, and just practice painting the color of what you feel like. It could be anger, it could be red, you could be feeling peaceful, it's blue, you could be feeling really bleh, and it could be black and gray. So get used to it, and we're gonna have art as healing, art as moving forward, art as discovery, art as self-revelation and liberation, really. So stay tuned. Love you all. I'm gonna go eat my zucchini and go back to the studio. See you later, really. Stay tuned. Sign up and like the video. That's always nice. It actually is nice. It helps the psyche. And I don't know, it probably helps the algorithms, but I don't know anything about that. But like it, share it, what all the other cool YouTube kids say. Do that, whatever that is. And get your greens on, really. Do it.